2024 is our final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers. We will expel them. We're going to drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. And we will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will evict crooked Joe Biden from the White House on Election Day 2024. The great silent majority is rising like never before. And under our leadership, the forgotten man and woman will be forgotten no longer. We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. And together, we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nevada. Thank you. Get out and vote.
He's on fire, gang. Absolute fire. And what you just saw there is precisely why the Democrats are doing everything they possibly can to desperately keep Trump off the 2024 ballot. But alas, yet another court has just dealt Biden and the Democrats a major blow, all as Trump surges like never before. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Bumbling Biden got yet more bad news today. The Illinois Elections Board ruled in a decisive 8-0 ruling that President Trump will most definitely remain on Illinois' presidential ballot, representing a dramatic blow to Democrats' effort to save democracy by destroying it. The Democrats had hoped that courts in deep blue Illinois would cooperate with their Gestapo-like tactics, but alas, it was of no avail. And what happened in Illinois, but the latest fail, would have been a series of court defeats for the Democrats. Just before Illinois, they were crushed in Massachusetts by a state Supreme Court judge who shot down efforts there to remove Trump from the ballot. That followed Maine's top court's ruling to allow a lower court's pro-Trump order to stand. A lower court stayed efforts by their radical leftist Secretary of State to remove Trump from their ballot. The court ruled that such a decision was null and void until the Supreme Court rendered their ruling on Colorado's efforts to deny Trump a place on the ballot. And in Washington State, a federal judge has crushed their attempts at saving democracy by destroying it as well. And so needless to say, things aren't going very well from bumbling Biden. In contrast to Trump, in fact, as we speak, everything is aligning for a Trump blowout win in 2024, which proves these words prophetic.
I'll be back.
That's right, gang. He is back. It's time to show our support and celebrate the great return by clicking on that link below and getting your very own Trumpinator 2024 bobblehead in preparation for Donald Trump's glorious reascendance to the United States presidency. This collectible bobblehead from Proud Patriots is made with the highest quality material, and it really is a must-have for any Trump fan who wants to send some powerful energy towards what's shaping up to be the most glorious political comeback in history. Now, don't wait, gang. There are just a limited number of these collectibles, and you don't want to be caught paying way more later on eBay from someone who bought one now. So whatever you do, don't wait. Click on that link below right now and show your support for Trump 2024 today. Yeah, it's true. Everything is aligning for a massive Trump win, both in terms of the GOP nomination, which is effectively over at this point, and the general election, which it explains precisely why Democrats in the deep state are so desperate in trying to get Trump knocked off the ballot. The indictments aren't working. The sham trials and the ridiculously corrupt verdicts aren't working. So they're left with no other choice than to try to bar Trump from running. But as we can see, those efforts are blowing up right in their Democrat faces. Everything is aligning for a Trump blowout win. in terms of the nomination. I mean, just look at the latest poll for a head-to-head matchup with Hillary Haley. Trump is beating Haley by 35 points in South freaking Carolina, Hillary Haley's own state. Trump is crushing Haley by a whopping 2-1 advantage in her own state. She isn't just losing her home state, she's getting crushed in her own state. In terms of the national polling average, Trump is obliterating Hillary Haley by an insurmountable 63 points, 4-1. Again, the fact that she's still in this thing, to her utter cringeworthy embarrassment, just goes to show how desperate Democrat donors have become in trying to upset the Trump nomination. And we know they're Democrat donors precisely because the big money GOP donors, the mega donors, are all lining up behind Trump. Yesterday, Politico reported that Trump met with several Republican mega donors in Las Vegas over the weekend, and they all came out 100% in support of Trump in his march towards the White House. And by the way, several of these mega donors, they were once Ron DeSantis donors. So you note, instead of just picking up their ball and going home, they're putting all their money in with Trump precisely because they recognize Trump is on his way to crushing this. If they thought Trump was going to lead to a GOP electoral disaster like the Ron DeSantis campaign has been trying to convince us of for the last year, obviously they've had a change of heart. They see the writing on the wall, and it's not hard to see. In fact, you have to be willfully blind not to see it. I mean, look at this headline from Axios. Trump set to romp Biden. Again, gang, this is the legacy media talking this. Trump set to romp Biden. It's a report on the latest New York Times poll that found that were the election held today, Trump would easily crush Biden with over 300 electoral votes. And the key here is it's not just the New York Times. I mean, look at the latest Bloomberg poll. And again, you can see precisely why the Democrats are doing everything they possibly can to desperately try to take Trump off the ballot. I mean, look at these numbers from the battleground states. Trump is up 10 in North Carolina. He's up 8 in Nevada. Nevada's going red, gang. We're seeing numbers way beyond the margin of fraud. He's up 8 in Georgia. He's up 5 in Wisconsin. Remember, Wisconsin was a state Biden was supposed to win by 17 back in 20. Trump's up 5 in Michigan. He's up 3 in Pennsylvania. He's up 3 in Arizona. This is why they're trying to boot Trump off the ballot. It's got nothing to do with insurrection. Literally nothing. It has everything to do with those numbers. Trump is surging. Biden is imploding. And if all of that weren't enough, look at this. Trump freaking just got nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. On top of all this undeniable momentum, Trump is now officially a Nobel Peace Prize nominee for his efforts in the Abrahamic Accords to bring Christian, Muslim, and Jewish populations together in a post-secular geopolitical realignment. That Biden's blunders have unraveled, by the way, with some very serious costs to our nation abroad, as you all know. As we speak, everything is aligning for Trump. The polls, the mega donors, the momentum, it's all moving in Trump's direction. If he maintains this surge, gang, November of 2024 promises to be utterly epic. But first, gang, as many of you know, we have unfortunately been completely and totally demonetized, which is putting our daily communication with one another at risk like never before. Now, we are actively working on getting this resolved, but as things stand, this channel has, without any warning, been totally and completely demonetized. And as Elon Musk said so powerfully last week, the whole point of these demonetization efforts is to deliberately try to make us patriots feel like we're all alone. They want to sever our relationship with each other and force on us a kind of digital solitary confinement so as to demoralize us and discourage us like never before. But to their horror, it's not working. Over this past week, you have carried this channel like never before. We've had more people than ever make the courageous decision to bypass big tech and join our Insiders Club. We have direct access to one another that can never be interrupted by big tech overlords. Over the last 7 days, we've seen literally thousands of you come to our rescue. And you've done it in two ways. You've signed up for our free newsletter and you've officially joined our Insiders Club. Those two acts alone are enough for us to collectively stand together and never, ever have our relationship severed. So I'm inviting the rest of you to do the same today, just by clicking on that link below and signing up for our newsletter and joining our Insiders Club. You are guaranteeing that there is nothing that big tech can do to get between us and make us feel like we're in a digital solitary confinement. It's as simple as clicking on the link below right now and opting into our free email newsletter. And once you do that, you can financially support us by joining our Insiders Club. Gang, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough for your support during a time like this. You are my heroes, and it will be my mission to express my appreciation for every single one of you each and every week.